got cut off. But yeah, I want to issue my apologies to my subscribers and followers because I I didn't put up the podcast this week, and the reason that being is because I had to attend my niece's 4th birthday. And again, shout out to my bro, shout out to my sis for doing what they doing. You understand? So shout out to you for that. But on a serious note, on a serious note, I didn't bring out the podcast for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons why is stepping away from the Euro-Christian ideology. And I'm saying this as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, as a black man, as an El Cabulane, kidnapped, as a father, stepping away from that is a necessary thing. Stepping away from that is a necessary thing. I think my focal point is regurgitating and letting people understand what's really going on as far as within our community. I feel like we're putting that in the backseat. I feel like because we're getting news from media, you know, from mainstream media, it seems like we don't embrace it and try to understand it and stand in front of it the way that we're supposed to. So I feel like that is the better approach. There's so much things going on within society. So much progress is going on, and also a lot of digression taking place. A lot of these things is happening. You know what I'm saying? And it's seen and it's understood. You feel me? But at the same token, we as individuals got to be in a space to start challenging. And I feel like that's something that I need to do, because when I first started this podcast stuff, I tell you guys this all the time. When I started this podcast stuff, the podcast was to bring God to the streets, was to bring the Bible to the streets. You know what I'm saying? That was always my intentions, to bring the Bible to the streets. You know what I'm saying? That we need the word of God. You know what I'm saying? Not in the high sights at that time of the Euro-Christian ideology that they be giving us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on that high side. Hold on. I can't find my piece for my mic. Hold on. You understand what I'm saying? Not being able to see the hindsight behind that. You feel me? And for us, me, the objective was to wake up the people, the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like when you guys met me, you know what I'm saying? The one mission is to get the hood into the kingdom. Why? Because we deserve that. And I still stand on that. I would never deviate from that. I would never deviate from that. But what I was giving the hood was no good. I wasn't giving my people that real food, that righteous food, that special food. I wasn't giving them that. I was giving them that leftover microwave barbecue processed chicken. That's what I was feeding my people. And I see how poisonous my people has become. They become so contaminated that they have to isolate themselves from humanity. Let that metaphor sink in. They gotta isolate themselves from humanity because they're so contaminated. Because of that leftover meal that I was feeding. And even as I sit back and I'm paying attention and I'm watching, I'm saying, wait, hold on, wait. Certain things are not adding up. The story, let me tell you something, people. The story of the Biblos better believable when it was in the Middle East. When it came to South Africa, I don't give a shit about no names and locations and titles, especially when they are in English. My concern and my objective is to see where is this coming from a perspective in a ways of African. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? All of this that I'm saying this for a reason, for people to understand why. Why? The story would have been better if it was in Jerusalem than South Africa. Because when it comes to Africa, I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to say, well, okay, so who's King David? Where is he? Where can I find him? Where is he located? This is African. One thing about us, we keep everything legit. And when those questions get asked and then no answers is not given, you see, when it's in the Middle East, I don't know nobody in the Middle East. Nor do I desire to seek anybody in the Middle East. But if you say in Africa, the land of the black, you know I'm going to go ask these questions. And if one group of people is saying this, and another group of people is saying that, and another group, once I see is confusion, that means everything is out of wax. That means we got to take everything off the board. And the first thing that got to get removed is the tool that was given unto us by them. That is a fact. That is priority number one. You giving them back what they gave you. That's priority number one. Number two is, okay, so we're going to lay this out on the surface. We're going to see which El Kebulan customs and traditions is wicked and evil, pure madness, and which one is, you know, uplifting, prosperity, connecting with the earth, connecting with Mother Nature, connecting with the universe, connecting with the people, connecting with the other realm. That, yeah, I think we need to go investigate and sit our ass down and learn those things. And I'm saying this as black people. We're not talking from the eyesight of a Euro Christian. We're talking from the eyesight of a black man. Facts. This is the objective. See, when you feed the story and you locate it up there, the Biblos make perfect sense. When you bring it into Africa, that's when it becomes a contradictional story. Because the first thing I'm going to ask is, how did this name, El Kebulan spoken land, how did this city or place get called Solomon? Since when El Kebulan was speaking English? You see, I'm going to ask those questions. I'm going to ask those questions. You see, when it's in the Middle East, it can be your story, my story, his story, their story. But when you say in Africa, you're telling Africans. When you say it's Africa, you're telling me that I can reach out to Africans who can trace their heritage and their history back 5,000 years. And if they can do that 5,000 years, then I'm sure they can remember King David, etc., etc. That's like me being alive, and I tell my son, oh, you know, as time goes by, we're gonna tell our children, yo, son, there used to be a president named Obama. But black people have no recollection of this. And everybody keeps giving me locations. Look at the name. Look at the name. I'm like, bro, when did El Kebulan speak English? The English language did not come to El Kebulan until the 18th century. So in the 17, 16, 15, 14, 11, what language was they speaking? I'm sure that was in Noah. I'm sure of that. What was they speaking? You see, again, you was better off taking the story out in the Middle East, because the Middle East can be more believable, because it makes more sense to defend that book, because it's going to tell you in the Middle East. They're going to tell you it's in Hebrew. You're going to see that it's in Hebrew. The writing is going to be in Hebrew. Whether it's up the top, the bottom, you know, they're gonna mix it up and fix it how they want it to make the story fits them accordingly. And those people gave you a God. And you took upon that God to call on that God. And you've been calling on that God. And ever since you've been calling on that God, whether it's Yahweh, Yahuhu, Yahushua, Joshua, whatever name you think you've been calling on, you've been giving these people the strength. And that's why they are now the powerful ones. Sitting, ruling, looking for places to conquer. And the next place is Africa. You see everything that's going on in the Congo, everything that's going on in Kenya, the fire that took place. Is it in Benin? Is it in Mali? I think it's in one of those areas. A fire took place, right? You see all of these things that's happening? You know what's going to end up happening? The UN is going to intervene. They're going to start bringing their troops. And the Haitian, excuse me. Sorry. The African people do not have strong military to combat these people. Now, I'm not saying we can't win. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying on paper, we do not have the military power that they have. These guys got nuclears. These guys got missiles. They got fire jets. We don't have these things. The only thing that we have is the ancestors, the creators, and the African deities that hover over us, bro. They hover over us, bro. What's wrong with this guy? They hover over us, bro. Every single one of us. We just gotta. It's hard to believe because we can't get this Euro-Christian ideology out of our minds. We have been bred this food since your sperm. Since you was a sperma, you was bred this food. Your dad and your moms produced you in the name of Jesus. When you came out the womb, they said, "Thank you, Jesus." This is facts. Breaking from that is the biggest and the only, and I repeat, the only thing that's necessary to be done for us. We have to break out of that. Because we're losing ourselves. The deeper we get into these people's religion, the more we start acting like them and not like El Kebulan. And the reason why we don't know about El Kebulan, because they purposely only told you about slavery and after. They never told you before. And it's our job as colored people to go find out what was we before slavery. Now let's chat. It's important for us to find out What was we before slavery? And this is why I'm in this seat that I'm in. This is why I chose to take the car that I'm driving and bust a whole left, because it's not enough, because the story don't add up, the rulers don't add up. Mansa Musa is not in the Bible. Mansa Musa family is not in the Bible. What lineage? What tribe? What's up? It doesn't add up. Yeah, I know. It doesn't add up. We're not gonna sit here and talk about the glory of this African man and not gonna act like we don't know what tribe and where he come from. We're not doing that. It doesn't add up. You gotta provide the paperwork, family. You gotta provide the paperwork. Doesn't add up. See, it's little things like this where it's like, okay, it would have been more believable if you told me that it was in Jerusalem, in the Middle East, in the Levant. If it was over there, it would be more believable. But when you bring it down to Africa, and I go look into African history, it doesn't tie up with the Bible, bro. Doesn't tie up at all. At all. If Jesus was here 2,000 years ago, everybody's here 2,000 years ago. If Jesus was here 2,000 years ago, and Jesus' return is going to be another 2,000 years ago, you telling me, and within those 4,000 years, we as black people did not have a civilization? You telling me that we didn't know right from wrong? You telling me that we didn't, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't royal? Like, my nigga, we think about this. Look, just look at us personally as individuals, as black people individual, men with testosterone. We on a land filled with milk and honey. You telling me brothers is not, you telling me brothers is not trying to, you understand? Can I bust this right? Yes, I can. You're not telling me brothers is not trying to, you know, own this and own that and be like this and be like that? Come on, man. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. But the problem is that we don't think that we was nothing else until these people gave us a book, gave us a story, gave us writings, gave us teachers, gave us this, and then that's when we started believing, oh, okay, so we really was very smart, and we really was very this, and we really was very that, and we really was. It's like, wow. So you base who you are from the depiction and the deception of the people that literally once upon a time said that you is nothing but cattle, bro. He said that it takes 5 of y'all to be a man. Come on. Y'all gotta make that make sense. I gotta make that make sense, man. So it's gonna take, it takes four, five black people to make one white person, man. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? And it breaks my heart because we as individuals have yet to grow from that. You understand? But that's the reason why I made that left. And there's a lot more things that I want to talk about. You understand? Always remember that I stand with the creators. Always remember I'm going to acknowledge my ancestors. Always remember I'm going to embrace every righteous African vocabulary, custom, traditions, what it may be. If I find out that they're having an African event somewhere in Brooklyn, I am there. I am going there. You know why? Because I need to know who I am. I am not a Euro Christian. I do not do Euro Christian stuff. I refuse to live my the remainders of my life following the ideologies of the white man. I'm sorry. I think we've done too much into this world for us to not embrace who we are and not to internally embrace who we are. We think we embrace who we are by buying financial things because you got a car, you got a nice house, you wearing jewelry, you got a beautiful wife. That's not, no. The objective is to find yourself. It's to find, you know what I'm saying? It's to find who you are. To find the origin of your greatness. You don't know if you don't know if you come from the bloodlines of pure pianists, pure musicians, pure boxers, pure combat warriors. You don't know. You know why you don't know? Because you're not tapping into finding out who you are. You're tapping in to find out what they tell you to find out. Ask the black man this question. Will the black man ever find religion if the Europeans didn't give it to them? Will the black man ever could the black man ever find a Bible if the Europeans didn't give it to them? Did they ever even knew of a Bible until the Europeans gave it to them? Come on. Come on. But we like I said, at the end of the day, we just gotta do right. You know what I mean? But I gotta make this move. My apologies for not bringing out the live again. I had to go to my niece's birthday party. I'll definitely, this. I hope this video right here makes up for it. I would definitely be coming on tonight. I know I said I was supposed to tell you where Christianity originally comes from, and that the foundation of it comes from Egypt. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wanted to do that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Just stay tuned. All right. So I'll see you guys later on tonight, 9 p.m. Might be a little earlier, but most likely 9 p.m. Stay tuned. Be there. Be square. It's your brother, man. You know I don't care. I'ma holler at y'all. Mm-hmm.